What's up, everybody? It's your boy Breezy coming at you with the very second episode of the Gritty Games Podcast. I got my two co-hosts. He look a little pissed off right now.
Looking depressed.
Across the shoulder, he look pissed off bad.
Man, what's up, y'all? So you mad?
You must be mad that God Award didn't win polls on Twitter for Game of the Year.
I'm sorry. Introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Postman the God. I'm the multiplayer guru.
Oh yeah.
The master of multiplayer.
You don't like single player games for real? We all gotta play Fallout 76 though. Gotta get into that. All right, the topic for today. We gotta talk about Red Dead. We missed 2 weeks of the podcast. We gotta get out there. Been playing for like 3 weeks.
I mean, y'all have.
You played for about 15-20 minutes. Did you liked it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. It felt good, as a gameplay. The graphics are great and all that stuff.
The story, that game's kind of like you can't really just jump right into it. But with somebody that don't really play single player games, playing the beginning story, how slow it was and everything, you still stay interested, do you?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot slower than you can't just hop into it like a game of Rocket League and just go stop.
Sure.
You gotta play for like a good 3-4 hours before you really get into it. All right, what else we talking about? How much you like it? Do you like the game? Red Dead.
I like it. It has some moments that I think it could use some work, some elements of it, but overall I think it's a solid game.
Like what?
I think the bounty system could use some reworking. The bounty system
it's kind of annoying, ain't it?
It's sensitive because like you can get wanted for murder after just defending yourself. Like somebody can literally punch you and you punch him back, and now they dead, and now you want it for murder.
I ain't finna just like sit there and defend it the entire time either. But if you go out in the streets, you fighting somebody, you two people, somebody walk up to you talking, give me your money. You go, I fight, you kill them. Another person walk up and see that dead body, and you right there. They gonna call police on your ass in a second.
I mean, but
they gonna call.
They gonna run. And
but when you in the middle of a city and everybody clearly see this motherfucker say something to you first, you just defending yourself, and the motherfucking everybody want to get mad when you kill him, and it's like, even if you ain't try to kill him, y'all fighting and you knock him out. Why the hell do we instantly die anyway? But I mean, you kill him. It's like, why is it that you're the bad guy when all you was doing protecting yourself? He started being aggressive to you first. It wouldn't make sense if you was aggressive to him.
Wait. That's why I want to be clear. This guy's not a good guy. Oh, this game. He kills everybody he can.
It don't even matter.
He shot a blind man in his face for no reason. That was just asked for money. He stole from another blind man. He shot a man, wife, and tried to kill the kid, but they wouldn't let him kill the kid. So he's not a good guy. You can't talk about a good guy. You're not honorable. All your shit probably all the way down to red.
No. And there's moments where it's like, just bumping into somebody will get you like a $50 bounty. Like literally just bumping into him, stroking up against him, and they would call it assault. Like I literally, it was a moment in the game where I was rolling hearts and some dude challenged me to a shooting contest, shooting bottles and beers and birds and stuff.
How you messed it up? Let me see.
We were so close to a city that as soon as I started shooting the bottles, I got wanted for disturbing the peace. And as soon as I won, instead of him giving me my money, he started shooting me too. Like I was like, bro, you asked me to do this. Why are you shooting me too? Like you, if anything, we supposed to be getting shot at, not the other way around. Like you literally asked me to do this. I won, and since you didn't want to give me the money, you decided to go with the crowd and shoot me, so you won't have to pay me my $5. That's how I saw it.
Did you kill him?
You damn right. I took my money and then I left. That's what I did. I got a $5 bounty for that. That's some bull.
That's man, dude. Life, damn. Dude, life is only worth $5, man.
Nah, man. That's that 2018.
All he had to
shit,
do was give me my money, but he tried to
even
be
video games
shady.
Even video games.
Yeah, just shady, man. Like just be a nice person and give me my money. I probably would have killed him anyway, but still, the fact that he turned on me so fast after he invited me to do this, I feel like it was a setup in it anyway. Cause it's like he knew I was a bad guy. He knew I was going around killing everybody. So he's like, I'm gonna set this motherfucker up, put him in this situation to where he automatically get wanted by everybody, and then I'm gonna kill him. That's what he said. He knew I had a bounty on my head. He tried to take it, and it didn't work out for him. So that's how that went.
Well, stop doing stuff to get bounties in your head, man. You just a dishonorable person. All right. What was I gonna say? It's kind of unorganized as hell today. It really is.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic.
It's been like we trying to set up for like what 2 hours, trying to get everything together.
But then you call somebody in the morning knowing they ain't gonna be
I
awake.
forgot. I thought I'd text you last night. We Tuesday's gonna be our time to do it. All right, so everybody.
So this is confirmed now.
Is this going to the podcast?
It's
Is this going to the podcast?
Yeah. Why you doing that, man? Sorry, guys, man. Sorry, everybody. I don't give a fuck, man. It's not staying there now.
Get mad at me for not being on time, but I didn't know I was supposed to be on time.
Nah, I ain't get mad.
I know.
But Tuesday at the time, we're gonna try to make shoot for Tuesday every time now. Alright, Tuesday, we're gonna try to upload on Thursday. I'm trying to edit all the bullshit out like we just talked about for the last 2 minutes. This probably won't be in the podcast anymore.
Why not?
You want us to be?
Just keep it in there. Fuck it.
Keep it in there?
Yeah.
I would probably turn it.
Authentic. This is how it is when it's not on
Quit
camera.
yelling at people.
Authentic. This is what you
Raw
get.
emotion.
Just
That's it.
real emotions. It's hot. We talking about nothing right now. But what about you? Like, what are some positives about Red Dead?
There's plenty of positives, man. I like that you just drop in. We just drop in the game and play for 5 or 6 hours, and I ain't did not one damn mission. You know what I mean? Like I spend a lot of my time hunting. I love going out trying to find legendary animals. I killed 2 of them today. I love going out and just picking plants, fishing, all this. You just enjoy the small stuff in the game, man. You just meet strangers and they take you on a whole other quest. You find treasure maps. So it's all type of stuff in that game that you can do. And I'm always distracted too anyway. So you don't get penalized for getting distracted with this game. You just go out and do what you want to do. And just you see something going on like 2 miles away, you just ride up and just go ahead and investigate.
This is the ultimate game for people with ADD. And
No,
here's
you
a
can't really
perfect
say that.
example.
You still got to put your
somebody-
time in.
It's a perfect example of you set a marker to go over here to kill this animal, but then on the way there you see 50 different things happening at once. Instead of you just focusing on going to the animal to get that pelt, you go over here, then you go over here, then you go over here, then you come back this way, then you go over here, then you go over here, and you finally get to this animal, and it's like, now what? You kill the animal, then you try to take it back, and now you're going over here, you're going over here, you're going over here, you're going over here, and then you finally get to the point.
See, no, you didn't get a chance to see all that, did you?
Nah.
Because he did most of the story mission when he had to go through the snow, try to find shelter in the beginning of the game. The first 2 hours, you played like maybe 2 hours of it, didn't you?
Yeah.
You got to get into it a little more so you can see. Do you want to play more?
Yeah.
You like it's
I'm
something. It
definitely
seems like
interested.
something.
Yeah.
So all right, so we're gonna have to get you into it some more. All right, as far as
The story
multiplayer-
is great. The story is good. The voice acting is good. I mean, I personally, I feel like maybe I like the first one a little bit better.
what's the
I mean,
story?
I would say one of the biggest negatives in this game that I've come across, which a lot of people probably came across, is everything is too realistic.
That's
like-
the
There's like this whole scanning thing. I wish you can skip the scanning process and just instead of showing it every time. I wish.
That's what made the game so good though. Like they picked the theme and they were dead set on living everything all the way through. You know what I mean? Like you're not supposed to rush it. It's not supposed to be like a GTA where you just go in and you just go through that thing quick and fast paced. They want you to sit down, make your camp, grind your coffee, actually pour the cup, drink the damn coffee, drink it. They want to make you go through, skin the animals, roll it up. You got to go through everything. You know what I mean? Even the mission we had to pour the drink.
But that's cool. Like the first 20 hours of the game, right? But after a while, it's like, bro, all right, just get to it. Just give me the pelt so I can go about my way and do this. Like,
But
I
they
wish.
that's
I
the
feel
thing
like
of
they
realistic.
should have added an option to where
It'll break the game.
you can skip it if you want to. Like, give an option at the bottom right where it's like hold circle to skip this, and it just come back with you got the pelt.
It's not
or
meant to
like,
play like that.
when you travel in the world. Traveling the world can be so boring and tedious, just sitting there tapping A the whole time. They should add not the fast travel. Cause they got fast travel in the game, but it's more like you fast travel from the camp to the destination, and that's it. You can't like. I feel like you should be able to fast travel back to the camp If they had any fast travel when it came, that should have been in there regardless. You fast traveling back to the camp. Now, I understand they don't got fast travel because they want you to use the trains and the stagecoaches more often to seem more like authentic. But
No,
it's like,
I don't think it's a reason. I think it's so much shit to find in that world that if you fast travel, you will never get it. Like, it's so many. How many times have you went to your destination and seen like 10, 20 different things that you could do?
I mean, but how many times have you seen those 10, 20 things that you've seen the rest of the game? How many times can you go save somebody from a dog? How many times can you go save somebody from another person? How many times can you go?
Sometimes it's the same stuff, but sometimes it's not. You meet somebody with a treasure map, or you meet somebody with a premium cigarette card, or you meet somebody
But
with a tip on the animal.
you're going to find all that stuff multiple times in a $50 game. I mean, but eventually you're going to get to a point where you're not going to keep finding somebody with a treasure map. They got in the game, don't even got a certain amount of treasure maps, so you're not going to find everybody with a treasure map every time.
But we're not saying treasure map
if you
every
find all
single
those
time.
cigarettes,
We saying something different. You have potential to find something different on your way to each destination. And if you fast travel, you skip all that.
I mean, but that's what some people want. Give people the option. Don't just force them to do it.
Play GTA.
What? You can't fast travel in GTA, can you?
I'm saying,
sure
play
you
GTA. You don't want to because you just driving cars. But I'm saying this game ain't meant to be played like this.
Why is that? It's a game.
It's dead
Some
set.
people don't want to sit there and have the time to
take
things for 100 miles, take 2 hours to get to one side. What do you mean it's not the game?
It's not the game.
First and foremost, it's a game. You give us the realism after, but first and foremost, I want to play a game. I don't want to sit there and run from one side of the map to the other side of the map because I don't want to, like, sometimes when I see a side quest on the other side of the map, I don't want to go up to the side quest because it's too far away. It's like I don't want to sit there and tap A all the way over there. Sometimes I want to fast travel close to it and have to right. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't want to sit there and just travel all the way over there.
Despite all that, how many hours you put into this game?
Probably 30. And that's why you tired of it, because you did it for 30 hours. I don't want to do it for 30 more. Now I'm at the point where I want to just fast travel.
Rockstar set on a theme and they made you, they didn't go half-ass on the theme. The theme of the game is realism, so they dead set to make they drive that point forward. The entire game.
But give us the option.
The entire thing. Real life.
If you want to,
real life is slow and methodical, man. You take your ass in the bathroom, you brush your teeth by hand.
But this ain't real life. This is a video. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a video game. This is not real life.
It's a realistic.
But give people the option.
I like it all the way through.
I mean, look, you can like it, but give people the option.
I don't even want the option. I didn't like it at first. I didn't like it.
Who are you to judge what everybody should like or dislike? What makes you think that because you like it, nobody else will dislike it?
I said, I don't want the option.
What you said, but give people the option. If you don't want the option, then don't use it. You can go travel where you want. But give somebody like me who don't want to travel and just let them fast travel over there.
What you think? I feel like they're dead set on this thing. That's how the game should be played. Like, that's how it is.
I don't know. I kind of agree with both sides, but then again, you are right. If they're going to go on a theme, they should stick with that theme all the way through.
Exactly, yeah.
Because if they just kind of bail out halfway through, then it's half-assed.
Yeah,
just like all these other games that be coming out rushed and all that other shit.
And they want to make sure they drive that point forward as a realistic, slow, methodical game. It's not meant to be played like a shooter because it's not a shooter. It's not meant to be played.
It is a shooter, though.
It's not a shooter.
It's literally a shooter. You're a cowboy. It's all they know about is shooting around. It's
a shooter is like Call of Duty.
You literally do everything by shooting.
Would you say Fallout's a shooter too?
Yes.
It's not a
shooter. It's a first-person shooter. It's literally what it is, a first-person shooter.
I don't agree with that, man.
That's literally what's on the case where everybody call it a first-person shooter.
It's not a shooter.
It's an RPG first-person shooter. It's literally
like
a tag on the game, first-person shooter. It's not literally. It's a first-person shooter. You're literally shooting
is Call of Duty.
in first person.
Call of Duty is a shooter.
Of course it's a shooter.
That's a shooter.
Yeah, but it's also be called action adventure game too. Goddamn me. It's literally a shooter. If you shooting a gun, it's a shooter. Red Dead would be considered a third person or first person shooter because you can switch to first person, but it's literally a shooter.
It's not a shooter.
It's a shooter.
Right.
Just because you don't want to do
it's
a shooter, it's technically
a
shooter. It's an adventure shooter, Western RPG. Ain't an RPG game because you ain't got skill points, but it's like a Western third person shooter. It's literally an adventure game. It's literally what it is. It's a shooter. You shooting guns, it's a shooter. Now, a game that wouldn't be a shooter would be like, I don't know. What's a game? Any game you don't? Any game you don't. Literally, any game that has guns is a shooter because you shoot it. Because you're shooting.
No, it's not. That's not the point of the game.
It don't matter if it's the point. If you shooting in the game, it's a shooter.
The shooter is the fact that you just shoot. That's the whole point of the game.
Let's say like Tetris. Tetris want to be a shooter because you're not shooting anything, right? So it makes sense that it's not a shooter. But if you got,
I'm lost. Man.
I don't understand why you lost. A shooter is a game that has guns in it and you're shooting.
So you say if Red Dead's a treasure hunting game too? You got treasure hunting elements in it.
Is it a treasure hunting game?
Yeah. Would you
no, it would be categorized as an action, adventure game because it's adventure. Like Uncharted would be an adventure game and a shooting. It's a third person adventure shooting game. That's exactly what Uncharted is. No, it's not different because you getting treasure in Uncharted too.
What about
The only thing you're not doing in Uncharted is different. It's not really open world, and you're not really interacting with people. It's an event. Like I said, it's an action adventure third person shooter. That's literally what Uncharted is. It's literally what the game is. I mean, ain't no such thing as a treasure hunting genre.
And what about like Breath of the Wild?
That would be an action adventure. More adventure. They got action in because you fighting and stuff. That wouldn't be classified as a shooter because you don't shoot anything. I mean, you got a bow, I guess, but they don't count bows as third person shooters. I mean, you can, but it's like it's not classified as a shooter if it's not shooting a gun. I mean,
I disagree with you on that one.
You can disagree all you want, but the facts stand.
The fact
Red Dead is a shooter.
It's not a shooter.
That is a shooter.
All right, so as far as the online system,
what y'all say? Say it in the comments.
They gonna say
it's a shooter.
They gonna say it.
Because it's right. What y'all say? What y'all say? Answer at the bottom. If you think Red Dead is a shooter or not, say it below. We're going to see who right.
He's going to come to your house and make you tight. He's going to stand over your shoulder. Make sure.
You better say it's a shooter. All right. As far as like, we're going to go hypothetical. We're going to go to the multiplayer guru.
What up?
All right. So you didn't play Red Dead 1, so you didn't play the online system and all that stuff. Based off, you play a lot of GTA 5 though.
Mm-hmm.
Online. So based off just the genre of cowboys and all that stuff, how can Red Dead transition into that? Like, how can Rockstar transition to that multiplayer to make people enjoy
how can it bring you
the cowboy?
The multiplayer person.
I don't know. It just has to have enough content to where, you know, I can stay interested for hours and just
and
more.
What would be something you want to see? What would be something you want to see in that to make you want to play it for hours?
You know, just heists and stuff like robbing banks, robbing trains, all this other stuff. Stuff that has replayability and has different outcomes with whatever's going on.
It has to be in there day one, not a year later. Yeah. Rockstar.
You make demands now.
You know how they brought Heist like a year later.
But it kept you playing though. You know what I mean? I was all hyped up for the.
I mean, by the time Heist came out, everybody I know stopped playing it. Ain't anybody care about it no more. Cause we did everything like 100 times, and by the time it came out, it just. I mean, it's still like people playing it. I'm telling everybody I know and me, I just lost interest after the year because like there was nothing to do. We did everything. Then they started adding all these free updates after the year, and it's like it's too late. I don't want to go back and do all that. Now I'm behind, super far behind, and everything's expensive. But go ahead, my bad. Man.
Well, it's all good.
As far as like
more or less just
transportation and stuff too, like you got all these cars you can buy on Grand Theft Auto. You got all these houses, clothes, all this stuff. Like, what would you want to see in Red Dead to make you want to actually go out and do the heist and keep playing?
I don't know. You could do different kind of customization with, you know, more or less your appearance, and maybe, you know, different things that you could put on your horse and stuff. Like maybe, you know, I don't know, some kind of pelt or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just shit like that. You know, and then like for the heist and stuff, maybe like in-game reward kind of shit. Like maybe like a better gun or a certain amount of money. Like, you know, just shit that you need and that you would want all at the same time. Yeah, and it could be a random reward every time to where you could have a possible grinding factor for these end rewards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to bring the shark cards back? Bring them in like
I'm pretty sure they
hay barrels or something.
I'm pretty sure they're going to bring
a hay barrel.
All right, you got to buy bonds and shit.
Yeah. The bonds.
That's how they make
they definitely going to bring that shit back.
Especially
if it looks off the way that I feel like it will.
Is there anything like customization wise that y'all want to see in there, like over the top? Or would y'all want any over the top customization, or would y'all like just
as far as
maybe something with like a a clubhouse. You know what I mean? Like a,
I think they gonna bring the whole camp system back to where you can like just like you got in the game. I don't know if you got to the point in the game or not when you had your camp.
Yeah, I had the camp.
And you can like start upgrading and doing other stuff. I want to see them bring the hunting elements back and make you have to actually do stuff, challenges. That's what Red Dead shine to me,
I think
man.
that'd be dope.
The Red Dead, like the challenges in Red Dead, and you gotta go out and actually earn the shit. That's what I want to see in multiplayer too. So if you walk around, somebody got this dope ass fucking bird suit on, you know he went through some shit to get it. You know what I mean? And make you feel good.
That's
about
what
that.
I was saying.
And then like as far as the over the top stuff, probably like the mounts. Just like bring back the Red Dead Nightmare type stuff, like the full horse of the apocalypse and unicorns and all that
like,
shit.
let me
like
ride an alligator,
buffalo, anything like just throw
crazy,
something out there.
Crazy stuff. Like have like 2 skunks strapped to your feet and how you skate around on some skunks or something. Something like that. But I want it'd be dope if you can earn like you said, like equipment wise, like say for instance you have to go hunt your outfit. Now in order to get like some cool unique outfit, you have to go literally out there, track your squirrel or moose or something, and have to hunt it and then send it back to like the trapper, which is the unique outfit dude, and have him make your outfits for you. I think that'd be cool. And it'd be unique because maybe somebody don't want to put in the same amount of work to get this bear that you did, and it'd be. I think it'd have different tiers. You know what I mean? Like the outfits can also give you like some maybe slight benefits to the online because you worked for it. You know what I mean? Or I don't know, maybe it could just be a cosmetic thing. But
how would you think Dead Eye should be in there or it shouldn't?
Nah.
You don't think it should be in
I
there?
mean, I don't know how it would work because it'd be.
I think
it'd be like the Fallout 76.
They had a version of Dead Eye, and the first one online. Yeah.
Was it like Fallout 76? Yeah, I'm saying like how you know how Fallout Vats is. Yeah, it just real time auto aim. It's basically just auto aim. Yeah, with online. But they have to make it to where it's like really little. Like you only can use it like very few, unless you got a setting set on to where you can like unlimited or a certain amount. But it had to be very limited. Then it's like the whole housing thing. Would the housing be like how like GTA Online is, where it's like different tiers? Like the cheapest house you can get is like a tent or like a sleeping bag, and the highest is like a house, cabin. Like a cabin or something. Yeah, like can you customize?
And then maybe they could just have the possibility to where you can buy hotels and shit to where like you get constant money coming in regardless. You know, like buy hotels, buy salutes and shit.
Yeah, you could buy
and then you could also upgrade those things. Like they need to go deeper to where you can upgrade those things and get a higher amount. You know, something that you gotta grind for. You know, like you gotta pay for it. But you got to do these other things to get it to like, unlock the possibility of even getting an upgrade.
Yeah, so if you can't just have me just buying the fucking hay barrels or some shit, and then or the bonds y'all talking about, and then just dumping into it, you got to actually earn some stuff. That's what Red Dead makes
you gotta play the content to unlock it. Yeah, you know, that's like maybe something like their leveling system for weapons in Grand Theft Auto. You know, you got to be level 100 to get the minigun or some shit like that.
So that sounds good. I think they may end up doing something like that too. It's supposed to be like another week or so before it come out.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out this month. I know they said something about this month. They did beta or something for it, but I just hope they don't treat it. I hope they don't treat Red Dead. My only gripe with that, I hope they don't treat Red Dead like they treated GTA, and that is, I hope they don't abandon the single player and just focus all on the multiplayer. I just hope they don't do that, because I was really disappointed that there was no single player DLC for GTA 5, and they just put all their time and effort to the online, which is something I stopped playing. Like I said, I lost interest in. I just wanted more single player DLC, and they didn't do that.
That's the thing about Red Dead too. Is the only way a game that this slow works in the first place, because it's filled with so much story content in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason this game works. It's the only reason this happens. You know what I mean? Because it's so fucking slow. You got so many other things to get into to keep you interested, and it's just all story for real. So I think they probably got they sitting on a lot of shit right now.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, they probably sitting on a lot of stuff so they can release, you know what I'm saying, other DLC.
Well, yeah, but they're just going to trickle it all out throughout time, you know what I mean?
And that's probably how they're going to be making their money anyway, too. It's not going to compete with GTA Online.
No.
Not right now, at least.
No.
It's probably going to be...
No,
it's
not in this lifetime.
I don't know. I mean,
Red Dead 2 Online will never compete with any GTA Online.
It won't be able to get to, because it's people, like you said, like the cowboy thing is not for a lot of people now. That's right there, just turn off a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I just feel like it's limited.
Yeah, they
And
live
it's
in
not-
the time
and
zone they in too, so they
They
can't
the
do
Red
too
Dead
much.
name is not as well known as a GTA. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
doubt it. I mean, like
No.
people own Red Dead. It's just the time zone, not the time zone, but the time period is limited. They can't add like
if I go up to
planes
some
or
moms or some shit
rocket
in the
cars
store,
and
yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that.
that's the
They
thing
can't
too.
do that. They can't
But-
add all that fun stuff.
Everybody know GTA name. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
everybody.
yeah,
But
but
if I go
most
to a
people-
store and say Red Dead to a couple bombs or something, they won't know what I'm talking about. I'm sure they
I
probably
wish we
will.
had it, but I wish you knew how much Rockstar made because GTA made like what $1 billion in like a week or something. I wish you could know it.
It's
see
the
what-
highest paid. It's the
all
highest
that.
selling piece of entertainment in history. It's so.
I wish we can
make
say
most money.
how much, see how much Red Dead Redemption made in like a week.
It made a lot.
But I don't know if it made $1 billion because GTA made like $1 billion or something. In like a
That's
week.
what Google it. What you gonna want to check it out real quick?
Huh?
How much Red Dead made in their first week?
I don't know.
That brings me to my next question too, man. All right, one thing GTA did, they brought the realism too in a lot of ways. They shocked you with the shit that they was able to do with GTA 5, as far as the character switches, as far as the convertibles, as far as all the elements that went to the game. It was a bunch of different stuff that made people come into it. So I'm trying to reword my question. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. What would you want to see from GTA 6? What you expect to see? And it's gonna be like 10 years.
Before we get into that,
What?
they recorded $725 million.
In the first week.
Mm-hmm.
And how? What was GTA?
$1 billion.
1 billion. Okay.
For GTA.
See, that's not bad. See, yeah. But what would you want to see from GTA 6? And you know it's gonna be like another at least 5 to 10 years before it's
They're gonna be far away.
Yeah.
What I want to see.
I want to be able to.
I want a female main character. I don't think GTA ever had a female main character. I would like to see that. Just not even for like the whole diversity. I feel like it'd be different. You know, just have a female main character. Maybe
Well,
like
I mean,
keep the same 3 main characters. To have like one, like maybe just one of them a female. You know what I mean? Ain't got any white, black, Mexican, Asian, just a female.
well, the thing is like, the only reason why they don't do GTAs in like the UK and shit is because they actually do gun control. Like they're thinking to the more realistic side. You know,
Mhm.
like they stereotypically men can be more violent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Type of shit. So they're not gonna have a female character because people could think, you know, that's not realistic. You know, don't get me wrong. Bitches be crazy all the time, but you know, it's just more stereotypically that the male gender is more violent.
More
But that don't
violent,
mean
and
that
then
it
it's like
can't be a
it'll sit better with other people with the shit they be doing. You know what I mean? You don't want to see a woman getting beat up like that. Like,
They do it all the time.
They do it all the time, but you would get more.
But
But like having a character that you getting to know and shit like that throughout the game, it's like people probably wouldn't take too well with that. You know what I mean? That's why it's not like it's not too many.
Shit, Lara Croft,
Yeah, I'm about to say
get her
Lara Croft.
ass
She gets
beat
fucked up a lot.
all the time.
Like the
Nobody
most.
cares about her getting her ass beat because she gets to protect herself. They know she's a
Mhm.
strong woman. All they gotta do is make her strong and not weak and helpless and need the other 2 characters if they have 3 people. Just make her like every other main character they got. Somebody who don't take shit, will shoot you in the face in 2 seconds and just do whatever, you know?
Mhm.
I mean, all they gotta do is that. They ain't gotta make her weak.
I don't know. I feel like they're playing on the angle of like they don't want to get put in the position of like somebody can make something out of something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they promote hit women, blah blah blah, this that the other. Like they don't want that kind of
I
static.
mean, but GTA
But that's how they make a lot of that's how they bring a lot of people in the first place. Like y'all know, y'all heard the story when
Yeah,
they
the
paid
controversy and
they
stuff.
paid somebody to put out bad press about them, so they could bring a lot of people too. You know what I mean?
Cause every time GTA come out, somebody's trying to sue. Like the whole GTA 5 thing when Lindsay Lohan thought the girl was
Look
supposed
like
to
her
be
type
look
of
like
shit.
her. Yeah, like it's always something with GTA.
Yeah,
Even the
and
torture
that's
scene
what helped.
in
That's
GTA
why it's so
5.
well known, like in the first place. All
Yeah,
that
so I
shit.
mean,
Yeah.
so
Well, I
and
mean,
the girl
bad publicity or
Mhm.
you know, any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how they.
And I'm pretty sure
think
most
about it, too,
gamers ain't gonna care. Like I said, there's plenty of female main characters out there who I'm sure they all in it like Dance Dance Revolution or something.
But
They
maybe
some
that's-
good hardcore like Gears of War. it's a what's her name, Kate, and all that. It was a whole bunch of female girls, and that's a really gruesome game. You can blow their heads off and decapitate them and all type of stuff.
See, but the thing is that they go too far along with just
Maybe
a
why
main
it's not
male
connecting to
protagonist.
people.
Like
You say what?
it's just been way too far along. I feel like
For what game?
for Grand Theft Auto, they just had one or now multiple male protagonists. You know, like.
And they just probably just.
I just feel like it's something that they know. Like I feel like it would just be way harder for them to play the angles of how the story would go if it was a female protagonist.
Yeah,
I think so.
it could be.
I
I
mean,
mean, they got creative writers, but I'm sure they probably thought about this before. Like maybe
For sure.
it's not the right way to. You know what I'm saying? We could end up seeing it. We made this. It's 5 years at least before we get that game, so it could change. But as far as what else, like what else you want to see? As far as gameplay elements, how could they? With 5 years of game technology going from here to then,
St. Louis.
yeah, they need to GTA St.
GTA
Louis.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
Man. That would be a dope ass
Put like
game. for real.
put like St. Louis and like Chicago. You go from St. Louis to Chicago or something. I don't know. Just put St. Louis. I want to see St. Louis in games, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's
for
always L.A.
The only game
New
that
York,
had
all the
St.
same
Louis
places.
was what the crew. You drive past the arch or
That
something.
wasn't even that
That's
St. Louis.
about
That was
it.
just like they had everything. So
Yeah,
you
it
don't
wasn't
really count.
really. Yeah, we don't count for real. But
St. Louis are more games developers.
y'all want to see them take away from the realistic thing like eating and working out and doing all this stuff, or you want to like go away from that?
No, they need to add in like
San Andreas.
like San
type stuff,
Andreas. Yeah, they need to add that shit in because that's something that people enjoy. That makes it more personable for them. You know what I mean? If they want the character to get fucking fat, they can do that.
Look, they can do that. Look, female buff CJ, no neck, strong neck ass girl.
Hey,
CJ
we need to
just
put that
whoop,
meme
whoop,
in there.
whoop,
That
whoop.
next meme.
The next meme.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop it up though. Y'all gonna say I don't know what meme you talk about neither. I ain't see it.
What?
We gonna put it.
Tripping.
Dude,
You're
with the
tripping.
fuck-
Yeah,
we
dude,
get the
with
fat neck. That
extra
shit was
wide
funny as
neck.
hell. He got little ass head. That shit was funny. But one thing I want to see, I know it's probably gonna be able to happen too. One thing I used to love is San Andreas. You could break into anybody's house, not anybody's house, but you can break into houses and steal stuff. I want to do that. Like I want to be able to walk into anybody's house, any building that's in the game you can go into, any place. Like I want to.
It's never gonna happen.
You don't think that's gonna happen?
Damn,
Any
With
building-
the technology now,
Any
like
building.
with the technology, it's probably the only reason they don't do it is because they can't like program it enough.
They can do. I feel like they can do something like that in Red Dead, cause it's like it's
Most houses
it's back
way
in the
more
day,
scarce.
and there's less houses. But in the modern day era, where there's like a house on every corner, I doubt they'll let you go in every house.
Really.
This man.
So this is stuff.
This is why you gotta
Leave
put
it
on
in.
silent. and
Leave
shit.
it in. Everybody know.
Everybody gotta put their phone on vibrate. And
We
shit.
do one take around here. Whatever you see after recording is in.
Yeah. Gonna make it.
One take.
One take.
Well, you might edit that out. You take your time. You can't read it. Just ignore it. Turn it off. Put it down.
putting down the volume, man.
You can't just sit down and do that?
Mhm.
For real. Man.
I ain't about to edit that out.
I ain't editing
Out the
nothing out.
frame.
Legit, it's 100%. What you see is what you get. You just said this shit.
Yeah, it's uncut.
Tripping.
Uncut content!
What time you leave?
Soon.
Where I
So,
forgot
like,
what we
maybe
were
5
talking
minutes,
about.
maybe.
Oh yeah, the walking in the
GTA
houses, any house that wouldn't work. It
Nah,
definitely wouldn't
I
work
feel like
in
that would
modern
just
setting.
make it more prone to glitches and shit, and then their creativity of what they could put in the houses and shit. Like, how
But
they
Yeah,
that's
all
the
the
set
thing.
it up.
They're all
Rockstar
look
has
the same.
so many people to, you know what I'm saying? Like, got so many people. They won't be understaffed to the point.
Do you think you think they just make a world like that easy because they got something? It takes 5 years.
It takes
to make
time.
these
That's why
games.
people work
And
the
it's
100
gonna be way more than that. They put every house, go in every interior different.
5 to
and
10
all
years
that.
from now, they're gonna have a new engine or an upgraded engine to the point where they can do some shit that you never thought they can do. 5 to 10 years from now, they staff gonna grow. 5 to 10 years from now, they can have people.
They can go bankrupt
a special
tomorrow.
team.
You don't know that.
They're not going on fucking bankrupt.
You don't know what they're gonna do.
They is not
I'm
going
just
no
saying
damn bankrupt,
anything
man.
can happen.
Man, that's just
They
like
not
saying Bill
and
Gates
you
is
don't
gonna go
think it's
bankrupt.
you don't
No,
think,
I do not think.
and
that's
you
gonna
don't. You
happen
say anything can
anytime.
happen, but you don't think that they can
Anytime
make the
in the near
building.
future, that is not gonna happen.
I believe so.
They can have it to where, like, sure, they can couple buildings you can go into and rob, but they're not gonna have every building you can go into and rob.
I ain't saying we're going to and rob. I'm saying you can go into any building you see. That's one thing. With that, that's
So you
putting
think you're
the
just gonna drive
technology.
to a random location,
right.
walk into somebody's house?
It's just like saying
You're
like,
gonna sit down, have a fucking
It's a
drink.
nice couch
like-
right here. I like
no,
it.
I ain't saying. I don't know what you can do. I don't know what the angle they gonna spin on.
What we
it,
gonna
but
do? We go steal people's
Think about.
furniture.
Think about.
What would you do
think
with these
about-
houses other than rob if you can go to any building?
I don't know. Just go in and look around.
Like you think everybody gonna
Why
have a
would you
goddamn
wanna do
safe?
that?
Who knows what they gonna do with it? That's what I'm saying. Like I want to have that option to be able to do it. Like it's just a livable world you can go into.
Now
Just
here's
like,
options.
just like, Crackdown. You wouldn't think that you would be able to like smash and blow up any building.
I mean, but that was the main point of the game that they was
they
advertising
emptied up.
and breaking out. But the main point of GTA was like, you can go to any building you want. And
You still
Dude,
stealing shit. The whole point of the game is Grand
but
Theft
I'm
Auto.
saying,
You stealing.
you can just make it. You don't have to be every building, but you need to make it to where like
That's
these
the
houses,
option.
San Andreas was just certain buildings you go into.
That's
you
what
run.
makes a good game in the first place, man. Shit that you never thought would happen happens. Like first time I saw a fucking jetpack, you didn't think you could fucking fly no Grand Theft Auto game, but you did it, right?
No, but listen, like I kind of want to see to where you can go do different like continent and shit like that.
Yeah, they talk
Like
about
you could go to an airport and then you fly, you hit a loading screen and you fly to a different continent
Exactly.
and
They
shit.
did that before in games, right?
I think so.
They
I
did
don't
it
think you can
before
do
in
that
games.
will like that.
I feel like they did. You can go to different cities or something.
Yeah, but that's just different cities. I'm talking about like a
Yeah.
totally different like.
And there's a
type
possibility
shit.
for a game like that. They got the staff.
You
They
talking
got,
Like
they
that,
got
like
the
they could
resources.
do
Just
like let's say they're in LA right now, right here, right? They go to the airport, and then they fly out to Tokyo.
But they're
type
two
shit.
different cities.
That's the continent, dude.
You said L.A. and then Tokyo. Tokyo and L.A. is a city. That
Yeah,
ain't
but-
continent.
But yeah, it's a different.
I
it's a
can
diff-
still
it's
see
also
the
a
other city on the
different
map though.
you talking two different cities and two different
Like two
continents?
totally
Yeah.
different maps.
I
Yeah.
mean, but it's still different map. If you go to L.A. to New York, it's still different.
You said different continent, man.
I'm just saying the different city. I mean, when you say different continent, I'm thinking
Like a different culture.
like a whole.
Yeah, something
Thing.
totally different.
I mean, I guess.
So that's the.
I mean, 'cause you should say two different
looking way
cities.
too
Two
hard
different
at this,
cities,
man.
just it's the same thing. Two different continents, you still going to different cities. And whatever.
When you
Look,
when you go to a continent, where you going to a city where you go to a
Yeah.
continent. So what are you talking about, man?
but look, I'm thinking, I'm
Like, you
thinking in
always
my
do
You're not
mind.
that.
landing.
Yeah,
You
no,
go to
I'm
Asia.
thinking
You're
in
not
my
landing on
mind that
Asia.
he
You landing inside of Asia. You go to a city, man.
I'm thinking in my mind that he talking about the game is like all of America, right? And then he go to another continent, not all of Asia or some shit. That's what I'm thinking in my mind that grand for some reason. I'm not thinking like, all right, that's the city in America.
You
and
thinking
this
way
city
too
in-
big though.
Cause we were talking about opening up everything. So when you said go from one continent to the other continent, I'm thinking you talking the whole damn continent. Like how the hell they?
Nah, they could do away with
They
that
could
shit.
do that, man. Who knows? I'm telling you, technology gonna grow.
Look, only
To
way I
the
can see this
point
happen if
where
Just Cause cause Just Cause maps are damn near like the whole damn continent. It's like they mountains big. Now they had like say as you go from Just Cause 3, the starter map is like as big as it is now. And that map is freaking huge. And like go to Just Cause 4 and go to that map. I'm pretty sure that map is super huge too. And they just go to each one. It's like two different continents. They both are massive. So it's like I mean I guess with that point, but it's like
I
there's
mean,
only so much they can do with it though. I mean that game would be like it'd either be really good or it'd be really shitty because it'd be either filled with a lot of stuff or it'd be super empty. That's what I feel.
it's not gonna happen. Look at this
Or they
Red
could
Dead. Look how big the fucking game is. It's so big. GTA 5. It's a huge fucking game, and they still got plenty of content in there. It's not gonna be empty. They're not gonna allow us to be empty, man.
I mean, or they could just do every map of the old game.
You say a different game or a
Every
different
map of all the old games. Like
They could do
GTA
something
5 back.
Mm-hmm.
Like just put it all in one place.
Yeah.
But GTA 5 and San Andreas like kind of the same area, ain't it?
Nah,
I don't know. Like, they probably just did a little...
I think they say on GTA
It's the
5.
same
little
area.
nods.
It's the same,
They
but
just
it's
did
like
little nods to it.
on GTA 5 it's an island though. On GTA 5, California is like away from America. It's like an island. I'm pretty sure because that's why I got the water all around.
Alright, we gotta wrap it up.
connected.
Yeah, but don't they all got water all around?
Not California. California got landmass on one side, whereas on GTA it's just all water all the way around.
Yeah, but no, all the maps at every GTA has water around them, right?
No, I don't think San Andreas do.
Put them out.
I'm pretty sure
Don't they
San
know?
Andreas don't have water on all the whole thing.
Man, I swear they all
I
like
don't know.
that.
I mean, because Vice City is in Miami, and Miami is just
You thinking about
one
that?
thing.
I don't know for sure. I mean, by what you saying, you correct in real life, but I don't know if they did like that in the game because you probably just traveled. Like, what was the cutoff point on the games?
I just thought it was all water.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It might be because you can't. You're not gonna go swimming out. You could in
I mean,
Grand
they
Theft
can
Auto.
just close the bridge off or something and be like, you just can't go that way.
I think that was the case in some of them too. But
don't know.
but if it's a bridge, it's on water.
Right? I mean, but it's not just like they're in the middle of the ocean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's a bridge, you can still go across the bridge. Just now, it's like an invisible wall is keeping you from going across the bridge. Sure, you can get in the water, but it's still gonna be an invisible wall in the water that's keeping you from swimming a certain ways out.
All right, we gotta wrap it up. We got like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
We got something else in store before you leave. What time you gotta leave?
Like, now.
Now.
We started late because all the technical stuff. So
Yeah. I mean, everything will be set up the way it is now, so it'll be quick.
Man, you
Everybody
said
have
don't let
Tuesday.
nobody come in here.
Everybody
man.
gonna have Tuesday setting their mind on the calendar so we can do this shit. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that episode of podcast number 2.
Shit. Argue it all the time. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be next time we're gonna have some actual plan for what we're gonna talk about instead of just I can't spring on y'all like that again. You know what I mean? We'll actually plan it out first before we just jump into it.
Man, I didn't even know I was gonna do this thing.
You didn't?
That's
See,
it.
that's authentic, man. That's authentic. But
wake up like bam podcast. Oh, shit.
I got some.
Yeah,
I got something
that's what
else real
happened.
quick.
I was like, man, I got a call from an hour ago. And then I got up and I was like, what's up, man? He's like, can you come through today? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, because I want everybody to be here when we do the podcast, man. If you didn't show up, I'm just gonna do other stuff today before. But the podcast need to be all 3 of us every time.
Well, I'm here.
Good. All right, thanks y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we're gonna
See y'all
Follow
next
us.
time.
another 2 weeks.
know.
Follow what?
Follow us on everything, social media,
What's the tag, man? What's the
Gritty
tag, man?
Gamers,
It's not a Z.
on Twitter,
You don't sound happy.
Instagram.
Follow
all
Gritty
that
Gamer.
stuff.
follow Gritty
Straight
Gamer on
looking at this
Instagram.
song.
Follow Gritty Gamer on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's GRITTYGAMER.
Yeah. No, follow Breezy on YouTube, So Breezy Gaming. Follow me on YouTube, So You Mad. Gotta get him a YouTube.
You got
I
one.
have
You got
one.
one? Oh,
Yeah.
I ain't know you got
Postman
YouTube.
the
But we
guy.
about to merge them all together.
Man, look